Ladies and gentlemen, we're 24 hours removed from Survivor Series. Welcome to NSW Raw. My name is Dave Easton, alongside the Housewives' favourite, Mazz Freeway.
Good evening, Dave.
And Mazz, after last night, Kurt Angle is your new World Heavyweight Champion, and more or less, Mike and Matt have lost the tag team titles.
If the Disney Alliance is rocking on their heels after the big loss from Ryan Fox to Kurt Angle, and what's going to happen with the rest of Revolution X here tonight? Will we see Mike and Matt stay together?
We will find out. Coming up next, it is your first match of this evening. Dustin Healy, after last night's great Survivor Series show, takes on Giovanni Diaz.
Yeah, Dustin Healy was able to take out both, I think, Juan Diaz and Giovanni at the end of that matchup.
It is true. Ladies and gentlemen, making his way to the ring, he is Dustin Healy.
Yeah, big shocker last night. Dustin Healy pulling off big victories over Juan Diaz and Giovanni Diaz, and who knows what tonight will have in store for Dustin Healy.
And also, Maz, what you've got to think about, Brody Lee pinned in the ring last night, and, well, then had a big contribution to the end of the match, the big boot right into the face of big Juan Diaz.
Yeah, I'm sure that's going to cause a lot of friction still between Giovanni and Juan and Betherick and Brody.
Let's find out, of course, what is going to happen tonight. This is going to be a really good way to kick off Raw tonight. Of course, in action later on, your new World Heavyweight Champion, Kurt Angle. Also, so many good matches coming along your way. And also, the new Women's Champion is in action as well. And making his way to the ring.
I got this one, Dave. This is Giovanni Diaz, and he is a certified G and a bona fide stud, and you know you can't teach that. And alongside him is big Juan Diaz, and he is 6'9", and he's done some time, and you know you can't teach that.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, making his way to the ring. Well, what kind of mood are these two going to be in after last night? And Maz, you've got to think, you know these two very well. You've got to see they're kind of be in the best of moods here tonight.
Oh yeah, I'm sure Juan's definitely going to be looking to maybe get a little payback here in this matchup and help Giovanni pick up the victory over Dustin Healy.
Well, you got to see this could be another springboard for Dustin Healy, or is the bona fide G going to take down Healy? We are going to find out in our first match of the night. The crowd is red hot, and I hope you guys are in for a treat. Remember to vote if you're in the NSW app, of course. Thank you very much for everyone who's out again looking after the show tonight. We'll get into a lot more Survivor Series things as the night goes on. But coming up, it is Healy versus Diaz, the first match of the night. I'm not even going to ask Maz, but I think I can have a guess who you think's going to win this.
Oh yeah, I'm going to have to go for my boys right there, Juan Diaz and Giovanni. Giovanni's going to definitely mop the ring up with Healy here tonight.
Well, if Healy can continue the form he had last night, you have to think this could be trouble for your boys. But 84.1% of the NSW app going with Giovanni here early on. And of course,
even though he's not champion, he's still got the qualities of it.
Well, we'll have to find out if Healy does have the thing to take him out, and that's going to be a nice start. And Juan Diaz already looking like his cousin's in a lot of trouble. Nice high cross body as well.
Yeah, Healy's trying to stay on top. It's the best way he's going to work to get the victory. He's going to have to stay on top of Giovanni and make sure Juan doesn't get involved.
And of course, coming off a very successful Survivor Series last night, Maz, you have to see one of the pay-per-views so far we've had here in NSW. And well, Kurt Angle, now your new champion.
Yep, it was a night of major title changes. It was a great night for people just to see some hardcore action in the ring, and can't wait to see what Angle has planned for the heavyweight reign for him. Well,
look at this. Diaz now in a lot of trouble. Healy looking, as I said, to continue that form he showed last night at the Survivor Series. Man, he came out of left field, you would say, as Healy pinning two men to get the victory. A lot of people's eyes, of course, Brody Lee and on Betherick, but Healy showing what a team player he was.
Yeah, I think Healy really shocked the world last night by picking up the big victories and helping his team win. So we'll have to see if he can capitalize on that big win last night.
And of course, ladies and gentlemen, main event for tonight has been made. It is Randy Orton and Ryan Fox taking on the team of Sheamus and Kurt Angle. That is your main event here tonight.
Giovanni staying right on top of Dustin Healy in this match so far.
Yeah, and you've got to say, your boy is in now in control. Nope, but just as I say that, Healy comes back with a nice punch, looking to the face, lock up, and taking him down with the armbar. Healy, now where's he going? Dustin, no, oh my goodness, it's only the first match. We've already lost the table.
Yeah, we're gonna have to see. Will Juan let this happen though? Will he let Dustin Healy try and put Giovanni through this table?
At the minute, it doesn't look like it. But Juan staying out of the way, which is probably a first. But look at that, Diaz coming around. Juan back
trying to play a couple mind games out there.
Yeah, and look at this. Juan didn't get involved, but Joe looking to get momentum again. But look at this, Diaz in a lot of trouble. Nice fisherman suplex. And that could be it. Look at the leg cover. Juan up though to break the count.
Yeah, it seems Juan's talking a little trash to Dustin Healy there.
And look at this, nice turnaround. Nice clothesline by Diaz. Diaz now rocking here. Nice push back. And then the neck breaker as well. Diaz in a lot of trouble. Your boy, a lot of trouble here, Maz.
Yeah, but he's still got some fight left in him. I think it's going to be a few more minutes, and then we'll see a turnaround here from Giovanni.
Well, you've got to hope so, because at the moment, Healy is running roughshod over him here. Referee's still distracted, but Diaz is taking a lot of punishment. Healy, look at this. Oh, what a knee right into the back. And it looks like the third or fourth stomp now by Healy, who is on a roll. You can see the momentum is with him, but just as I say that, Diaz, maybe Maz was right, turning the table here.
Yeah, looking for something here on the apron.
Oh, just a stiff kick will take anyone down to the back there, down to the ground. And now, look at this, Diaz just having his way with Healy. But no, nothing comes of it. And Healy comes back with a nice clothesline, taking Diaz down.
Yeah, it was a big move, a smart move on the part of Giovanni there. He should have really went for some kind of move to capitalize here.
Look at this. No, trying again. Diaz maybe just being too confident here. Up to a 5 count. Both men realise they need to get back inside the ring, and they do so. But again, Juan Diaz just doesn't look happy about his cousin. And wow, there it is! The big shin to the face. Diaz already up. He knows what's happening. But I think Joe could have gone there.
Yeah, it looked like it might have been last leg for Giovanni there. And Dustin Healy is definitely capitalizing here.
Look at this. Into the cover. Referee still distracted. And it doesn't help Diaz. Well, it doesn't help Healy, sorry. Diaz, it helps an awful lot. And a belly to back suplex. And how is Juan even allowed to still be out here? I do not know. But what a start to Raw here tonight. These two going at it. Diaz into the corner. What a kick again. But now Diaz turns it around. Nope, just as I say that. Healy, look at this. Turns it over. Boston Crab. And that's it. Diaz is tapped. But the referee has not seen it. Turn around, ref.
It looks like you finally sent Juan out of here, though.
Diaz has had this match. Well, he's been defeated in this match a couple of times. Healy's just got to keep concentrating. This is surely his for the taking here. Healy.
This could be the big win that Dustin Healy really needs right here.
Into the cover. Healy picks up the win.
We'll have to see if Giovanni can regroup. It was a big win for Dustin Healy, though.
Gotta say, that is a great start to Raw tonight. Dustin Healy continues his winning ways. His momentum is fast going faster by the moment. And Dustin Healy picks up the first win tonight on Raw.
Yeah, we could possibly be seeing him going for the U.S. title sometime down the line.
Yeah, you've got to say, with the momentum that he's got, well, you've got to say that one of the titles is definitely looking in Dustin Healy's future. Big win tonight for Dustin Healy. And ladies and gentlemen, there he is, ladies and gentlemen, your World Heavyweight Champion, Kurt Angle and Mazz. What a victory it was for Kurt last night over Ryan Fox.
Yeah, he went out there and shocked the world, came right over and picked up the big victory and sent the Disney Alliance into a tailspin right now. I don't know if they're going to be able to recover.
Well, as you see, tonight in our main event, a big, huge tag team. Ryan Fox, the former champion, with Randy Orton against Sheamus and Kurt Angle. And you know, Mazz, them four men don't like each other. That could be an all-out war tonight.
Yeah, this match could either be a great tag team match or it could break down into an all-out brawl.
Well, we will find out, of course, later on in your main event. Kurt Angle, though, saying he's going to be the greatest American and greatest champion to ever hold the title. Mazz, big statement coming from Kurt Angle, of course, former Olympic gold medalist.
Yeah, we'll have to see if Kurt can impress us and remain as champion for a long time.
Well, we will have to find out how that goes. But tonight, the main event, of course, going to be Fox and Orton against Sheamus and Angle. What a match, just 24 hours from the championship match from last night at Survivor Series. And of course, Jess, thank you very much for the interview. Well, ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, it is your new women's champion, Rosie Fell, in a non-title match against Layla.
This should be an interesting match to see how Rosie will do up against Layla after winning the title last night.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, making her way to the ring, she is Layla.
Layla's getting the first chance at the new heavyweight, or the new women's champion, and we'll have to see how Layla can do. Maybe she can upset the new champ and maybe get a chance at going after that title.
Yeah, of course. Big win for Rosie last night, but you can't put it past Layla. Layla has upset the odds on many occasions here in NSW. Can Layla defeat the women's champion the first day into her reign? Well, we are soon to find out. Layla in the ring, ready and acting for action and looking good as always.
It's always great to see the women of NSW out here.
I completely agree. Ladies and gentlemen, her opponent, she is your new NSW Women's Champion, Rosie Fell.
Yeah, we'll have to see if Rosie's ready for this matchup after last night's triple threat. I mean, I'm sure that took a lot out of her, but maybe she's ready to bounce back here and she'll get a big win over Layla and show why she is the champ.
Yeah, and of course, you have to think, Mazz, big win for Rosie, the biggest one in her short career. She now has the target on her back, just like what Kurt Angle's just said. With her now being the champion, everyone will be gunning for her.
Yeah, it's definitely the target for all the women in the NSW women's division to go right after Rosie now and try to upset her.
Well, we will have to see how her reign begins. It's non-title. It's Rosie Fell versus Layla, and it's coming up next on Raw. We are off and underway for our second match tonight. Mazz, who are you going for in this one?
I think I'm going to go with Rosie for this one. I think she's going to really want to prove why she is the new women's champion and not let Layla get one up on her. Well,
91.9% of the NSW app agree with you tonight. Again, guys, we can only appreciate if you are watching us live tonight on Non-Stop Sport. Thank you very much. Of course, remember to check your points, and if you have the points, please do vote through the night, and that of course gives us a little bit of indication of how you guys think in the app. Of course, see if you can beat Mazz's predictions here tonight. And Rosie in a little bit of trouble here early on, Mazz.
Yeah, maybe she's still feeling the effects of that triple threat match, and looks like Layla's taking advantage of it.
Yeah, and of course, Layla's beat AJ Lee before just a few weeks ago. You can't really count Layla out. She's one of them girls that on a day, she can mix it with the best of them.
Yeah, she's just one quick 3 count away from knocking off the champ right here. So this could definitely work for her.
And would you think, now as I said, with Rosie with the target on her back, do you think, Maz, that any girl that may upset Rosie in non-title matches may be saying, look, give me a shot, I can be the new women's champion?
And I think anyone that if you can knock off the champ, you should deserve at least a chance to try and take that title from him if you can beat him single competition.
Well, Rosie's not got out the blocks here at all, as you said. Maybe still facing having the effects from last night. Sorry, and nope, just as a nice reversal. She needs to get some momentum going. That might do it. Nice kick to the face. And you've got to say, Rosie has her fans here, Maz, but of course Layla has hers as well.
Yeah, the arena's kind of split on these 2 women here in the ring, and we'll have to see which one will look to take the advantage and pick up the big win. And
well, look at this, Layla continuing to work over a nice drop kick again. Rosie is very high flying, you would say, Maz. Likes the drop kicks, like to use her feet a lot, but then as well uses very technical moves and also really the ground and pound game as well.
Yeah, she's got pretty much the all-round skills right now, and she's really using them to her advantage right now.
Look at this, Layla coming in the corner though. The veteran Layla trying to upset our champion here. Look out! Oh, what a neck breaker! And that could do it.
Layla might have caught her.
Hook of the far leg. No, just a 2. Rosie showing why she is champion. But that might not keep her up for much longer. Kick to the back of the head. And the champ... No! 2 only. And the crowd thought that was it.
I even thought that was going to be it. I thought Rosie was going to get her first loss as champion, but what resilience she has.
But after seeing that, though, Layla just sort of picking up the pieces here. Nice shot to the back. And look at this. Rosie just pops up. And then... good night. That could be it. Goodbye, Layla. Into the cover. No, just a 2.
It looks like Layla's showing the champ that she's still got some fight left too, and she's looking to stay in this match, but it's looking like it's over here.
Look out, we seen this last night. Drops her straight down. Layla, surely that is enough. Into the cover. No hook of the leg though, and wow. Layla's still in this.
Yeah, I think Rosie doesn't know what to do now. She may have used all that she had in her tank right now.
Yeah, you've got to think that Rosie is struggling a little bit here, and look at this. Into the half Boston Crab here, but it's just very close to the ropes, and Layla really, you would have thought, would have pulled her away. But again, look at this. Running Bulldog, yes, hits it perfectly. And our women's champion is in a lot of trouble here.
She's trying to get to that rope, trying to break the submission.
Yeah, luckily, again, she's right near the ropes. And now, what is Layla going to do? Look at this. Off the ropes. Oh, but she was caught by Rosie. What a power bomb. And then, but then again, Layla just seems to be on another level here tonight, Maz.
Yeah, these 2 women are definitely putting on a great match for the fans here in the arena.
What a start to Raw we've had tonight. This is only the second match. We've seen some action already. And Layla just seems to be determined to not be defeated here. And look, she's going for that neck breaker again. And maybe that could be enough to put away our women's champion. Into the cover, hook of the far leg. Is that enough this time? Yes, it is! And a big win tonight for Layla in a non-title match over the champion.
Looks like Rosie's going to look out for that stiff competition, and it could be coming in the form of Layla here. She's looking really good.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this match, Layla!
I think just that triple threat took a lot out of Rosie last night, and hopefully she can maybe defend her title against Layla sometime, and we'll get to see another great match between these 2 ladies.
Yeah, you've got to think, what a big win here tonight for Layla over our women's champion. Not a good start for Rosie Fell. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, NSW comes your way 4 times a week. Raw on a Monday, main event on a Wednesday, SmackDown on a Thursday, and NXT on a Saturday night. Remember, it's Non-Stop Wrestling UK is our YouTube, our network. NSW_360 is our Twitter. It's NSW365 on Facebook. If shows start 11 o'clock in the UK, 6 in the East, 3 in the West. And remember, the network is completely free, Maz.
Yep, can't wait. Go check out all the past broadcasts.
Coming up next, what about this for a tag team match? From a rematch from a few weeks ago, Chaz and Bruce are going to take on the former champs, Mike and Matt.
It should be very interesting to see how Mike and Matt are going to rebound after losing their titles and see if there's still any friction between them two.
Ladies and gentlemen, making their way to the ring, accompanied by Love Machine Francis, they are Chaz and Bruce, the GWO.
Yeah, here comes Chaz and Bruce down to the ring, ready to hopefully get a big win over the former tag team champs and maybe can propel themselves to possibly get a shot at the New Day.
Yeah, of course, the New Day picking up the tag team titles last night. What kind of mood are Mike and Matt going to be in here tonight?
Yeah, hopefully Chaz and Bruce are ready. This could be a match that could definitely make them a #1 contender for the tag titles, possibly.
Well, it's going to be interesting. Chaz and Bruce in the ring, of course. You can't count out Francis being on the outside, their manager. And the GWO looking to pick up another win here tonight.
Yeah, Mike and I definitely have to watch out for Francis. He's definitely something.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, making their way down to ringside, they are Mike and Matt.
Here comes the ghostly gremlin and the groovy one, Matt. Getting ready to come down to the ring, and hopefully they've gotten back on the same page after last night's big time loss of the titles.
Well, let's find out, if that is the case. The fans still behind them, but you've got to think, after the recent problems between these two, you've got to get back on the same page and get back to the chance to winning the titles back.
Yeah, this is the first step, hopefully, for them to pick up another win and get back on the winning track and possibly get in line to race the New Day to reclaim their titles.
Mike and Matt, loved by the fans, and well, you've got to think, really important match coming up, ladies and gentlemen, because it's Mike and Matt, Chaz and Bruce next on Monday Night Raw.
They look ready for tonight's match.
They do indeed. Let's get things going. Come on then, Maz. Who's going to win this one?
I think I'm going to go with the champs. I think they're going to find a way to get back on the same page here tonight and pick up the big victory and get back on the winning way.
Well, do you not mean the former champs?
Yeah. It's hard to think of them without the titles.
It is. I completely agree. I completely agree where you're coming from. But you have to say, New Day got the job done last night. They now walk around with the belts, and of course, I know you know Matt and Mike very well, and from what I've heard, they're not very happy.
I think there was a little bit of a miscommunication in that matchup, and we'll have to see if they can get back on the same page here and possibly knock off the GWO.
Yeah, well, 87.7 going with Chaz and Bruce in this one, man. So they're going against you in this for this.
I think a lot of people think that Francis may play a role in this matchup, but I think Mike and Matt have dealt with outside interference before, and they know what to do.
Yeah, you've got to say, the New Day, when they knocked off the team of Chaz and Bruce a few weeks ago to become #1 contenders, many people saw that as a surprise at the time. But as you say, it's like it's any given day in NSW. Anyone can beat anyone.
Yeah, we'll have to see. This could definitely be the match for Chaz and Bruce to really step it up here and show why they were one of the greatest tag teams on SmackDown.
But you have to say, they shouldn't... Sorry, there isn't a better time to face Mike and Matt at this time with the way things have gone over the last few weeks.
Yeah, this could definitely be the opportunity they're looking for. I mean, they're definitely fighting a team that's on shaky ground right now after coming off a big loss at Survivor Series.
And we've just had a tweet coming in from Jess Believe saying, Maz, get it right, it's former champions. So there you go, Maz, the tag champs. Already not happy with you.
Well, we'll have to see if they will stay former champs. I have a feeling that they're going to pick up the win here tonight, and maybe by the next pay-per-view want to challenge to further rematch.
Well, of course, yeah, if that does happen, of course. Look at this, though, into the cover, looking to end this one, and no, gets only a 2, of course. Oh, the knee by Bruce, though. Bruce showing a lot of intensity here. Into the cover, no hook of the leg. Is that enough? Got him! And Chaz and Bruce pick up the win.
Wow, a lot of miscommunication there. I think Chaz kind of distracted Matt, and he didn't know that Mike was getting pinned. It was complete chaos toward the end of that match. Yeah,
ladies and gentlemen, the winners of this match, Chaz, Bruce, the GWO.
He didn't have to worry about Francis at all. He just kind of stayed on the outside, and Chaz and Bruce did the best job they could in the ring and got the job done.
But you have to say, Maz, a little bit of an upset. The former champs defeated for the second night in a row.
Yeah, they're definitely on a downslide. Hopefully they'll find a way to regroup, or who knows, we could be seeing the end of these two.
Well, look at this. Oh, well, Matt is not happy. Whoa, what is going on with these two?
Well, it seems Matt's not happy with Mike losing.
Well, we'll have to find out what happens with them two over the next couple of weeks. Coming up next, Travis Soul is going to take on Disney Alliance member and AJZ.
Yeah, we'll have to see what AJZ can do up against Travis Soul.
Well, making his way to the ring, he is accompanied by Joe Disney. He is Travis Soul.
And I got to talk to AJZ in the back, and he said he's been looking to possibly take down the Disney Alliance here, and maybe eventually get a chance at getting Joe in the ring one day.
Yeah, of course. And you've got to think, after last night, after AJZ saw his friend Kurt Angle win the World Heavyweight Championship off Ryan Fox, you've got to think now AJZ momentum must be on such a high.
Yeah, but you can't count out Travis Soul. He's a crafty guy in the ring.
Yeah, well, ladies and gentlemen, his opponent, he is the Z-Man, AJZ.
Yeah, AJZ is definitely looking to follow off the big win from Kurt Angle last night, as he defeated Ryan Fox, the I guess crown jewel of the Disney Alliance. Maybe here tonight AJZ can knock off Travis Soul.
Yeah, AJ looks ready for this one. Can he finally get that win over the Disney Alliance? We are going to find out very shortly here tonight, but he looks in determined mood, Maz.
Yep, I think he's just thinking that maybe if he can get through Travis Soul, eventually down the line he'll get his hands on that mouse outside there.
Fans love this guy. AJZ is ready for action here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, coming up, it is your next match on Raw. AJZ takes on Disney Alliance's member, Travis Soul. We are off and underway, Maz. Who are you going for in this one?
I think I'm going to have to go with AJZ. I think he's just got such momentum built up right now that even Travis Soul's not going to be able to stop him.
Well, the NSW app agree, 83.2% agreeing with you with this one.
Yeah, just hopefully Joe doesn't get too involved in this matchup, but I think if anyone can help out, Kurt will do that.
Yeah, definitely that. And look at this, so Travis Soul, who's had the number over AJZ over recent times. You've got to think AJZ now, with what happened last night, probably thinking this is the best time to take on the Disney Alliance. Of course, just like our last match, Maz, maybe the Disney Alliance are just in a lot of trouble here.
Yeah, well, I think the Disney Alliance really needs a big win, so hopefully Travis Soul's done his work and is ready for AJZ here in this matchup. He could definitely help out Disney Alliance and getting back on the winning track.
Look at this, though. Nice uppercut into the corner. And Travis Soul, maybe Disney has said to Travis Soul, look, get out there, get us back on track. And, well, what better person to do it against than, of course, AJZ.
Yeah, hopefully Travis Soul's ready for it, because AJZ is not one to take lightly, but it seems Travis Soul's just staying right on top of him and really working him over in the turnbuckle here.
Yeah, trying to wear him down, you would think, as Travis Soul has him in the corner.
Just putting the boots to him.
Well, it's this aggression, I'm telling you. Maz, despite how much I hate this bloody mouse, you have to say, he knows how to get his troops riled up, and Travis Soul definitely looks like that here tonight.
I'm sure every time he looks in the mirror, just seeing that haircut will remind him of the pain that he's been forced to endure now that he's been in the Disney Alliance.
Well, that could be true as well, but look at this. AJZ having none of it. Nice block, big punch, and again, off the rope, the big boot, yes! Here it comes! The leg drop! It's over, surely! Pin him! Oh, why did he not pin him, Maz?
I think he was just a little too overzealous there and didn't really think about it. Left the door open for Travis Soul to quick get back up.
And look out, Soul with a big splash over the top rope. And this could be a lot of trouble for AJZ here.
And Travis Soul hit that nicely, a nice little turn in midair, was able to hit that nice splash, and now what are we going to see here?
Look out, nice spinning back elbow. And you've got to think, this could be all over right here. Angle up though, distracting the ref, maybe saving the matchup here.
I think Kurt knew that AJZ is really taking a punishment here, and hopefully he can get back into the game.
And look at this, though. AJZ trying some underhanded tactics, maybe taking the play out of Disney's book here. And now continuing to work over Travis Soul.
Looking to take out the leg, maybe kind of slow Travis Soul down.
And that is definitely a good idea. Travis Soul, known for the high flying ability, of course. As, again, working over Travis Soul. Nice chops, and of course, you've got to think working under Kurt Angle might help AJZ, but might not help him here. Oh, good night! Into the cover! Has he got him? 2, no! Angle stops the count at 2!
I think if Angle didn't get up there, that was going to be it. I think Travis Soul really had him locked up. He's got him locked up again.
Referee again, not looking. AJZ looks out of it. Referee has to turn round.
How long can he hold it? Will he be able to hold it for the ref to get there?
2. Got him! AJZ kicked out at just after 3. Makes no difference. Travis Soul is your winner.
Yep. Travis Soul just a little bit stronger than AJZ at that moment, and big win for the Disney Alliance here.
And they are finally back on track, Maz. Big win for the Disney Alliance here tonight.
We'll have to see if Joe Disney's guys will get ready to pick up the big victory later, and see if Ryan Fox can win his tag team match later tonight.
Well, we have to see. Big win here tonight for AJZ. And talking about the big tag team tonight, Maz, there they are. There is one team, Kurt Angle and Sheamus. You've got to think, Sheamus still wants that title. Can they even coexist as a team tonight?
Well, maybe that's it. Maybe Kurt's letting him know that, hey, look, if you help me out here tonight, little on down the line, maybe you'll get a title shot.
Of course, we will have to see if that does come true, of course. But Angle and Sheamus having to be on the same page here tonight. Sorry, Angle and Sheamus having to be on the same page here tonight. Coming up next, what about this? The Golden Stars are going to take on the new version of the Hounds. Of course, that is Jason Crew and Bill Williamson.
We'll have to see if this new team of the Hounds can take on this new upcoming tag team.
And this all came about, Maz, because of last week's sneak attack by the Hounds. Not once, but twice.
Yeah, we'll have to see if Starr and Cutler have what it takes to take on a great tag team in the Hounds.
But you say the great team, but this is not the Hounds that we know, Maz. This is a new team. Of course, we knew that Jason Crew and Bill Williamson go back a long way, but really, we haven't seen Bill Williams. We don't even know what kind of wrestler he is.
Yeah, well, who knows? Maybe he could be even more vicious than Leo Mercer was.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, their opponents, the team of Bill Williamson, Jason Crew, the Hounds.
Yeah, it looks like they're definitely on the same page, and looks like they're ready to get in the ring here and show the Hounds are back.
But the thing is, Maz, you've got to think the Golden Stars were impressive over the last couple of weeks, and you've got to think now this is their chance, if they can beat the Hounds here tonight, to stake their claim in the tag team division.
Yeah, even if there is a new member on the Hounds, it's still the team's known as the Hounds, so if you can get a big win over them, it's definitely a notch in your belt.
Well, here we go then, ladies and gentlemen. We are off and underway. Maz, who do you think's going to win this one?
I think I might have to go with the Hounds. I think they've been such a dominant tag team, and even with Bill Williamson coming in, it could help the team move to that next level to be even greater.
Well, we'd have to find out. Let's see what the NSW app think, of course. 86.7% going for the Hounds in this one.
Me and the app are on the same page right now. We'll have to see if we're both right.
And look at this. Hounds. Oh, nice man backfist from Brent Starr. Don't count Brent Starr and CJ Cutler out here, guys. These have veterans in the NSW organization. And of course, they want to make a statement. If they can knock off the new team of the Hounds here, you would have to think, Maz, that Mr. Perfect has to think about giving them a tag team title shot against New Day.
Yeah, they've definitely made a big splash since teaming up, and a lot of people didn't think they were going to work as a team, but they've definitely gelled. They've really found a way to work off of each other's abilities, and I think they're doing really good for themselves, and hopefully they'll get the big win here tonight.
And look at this, Brent Starr now working over Bill Williamson. Do you know anything about this Bill Williamson, Maz?
Not much is really known, I don't think. Just know that he's worked with the Hounds before in the Independents, and I guess he's sort of like an alternate for Leo Mercer.
Look at this. Oh, what back elbow really didn't affect Bill Williamson at all. And, well, now Brent Starr, though, continued to work. Nice drop kick to the back. And now the educated feet of Brent Starr continuing. But Williamson fighting back here. And now Brent Starr finding himself in the wrong part of town.
It looks Williamson might be a little bit bigger than Leo Mercer was, so maybe the size difference is going to help out the Hounds here in this match.
And look at this. Big Bronco Buster now followed up. And now look at this. Surfboard. Goodness me. Williamson bringing out all the moves here tonight. And now tagged in. Here comes Jason Crew. But look, somehow Starr misses it. And could turn this around for the Golden Stars with a big neck breaker. Now trying to tag in CJ Cutler, which he does.
Yeah, let's see if Cutler can kind of find a way to finish this off here and get the big win for him.
Oh my goodness, Williamson hits the table right in front of us. Look out! Cutler, that could end it right here. What an upset, many people may think. Got him! Golden Stars pick up the win.
Yeah, seems Gold Star is definitely rising to the top here. Maybe we'll have to see them face Chaz and Bruce to see who's number one contenders for the tag titles.
Wow, what do you make of that, Maz? That is a big win tonight for the Golden Stars.
Yeah, tough, I guess, restart for the Hounds. Hopefully this won't hinder them in getting back together and staying on here in NSW.
Yeah, you've got to think that is a huge win here tonight for them. And let's find out what happens to them as the tag team division hots up. Ladies and gentlemen, if you missed it last night, the Survivor Series is now available on our network at Non-Stop Wrestling UK on YouTube. You can go and watch the full show as well as the kickoff, and in its entirety. Well, what a show, Maz. They don't want to miss it.
Nope, and the network on YouTube is absolutely free, so why not? Go and subscribe.
Yeah, exactly. Go and, after Raw tonight, subscribe, it's free. You'll be doing yourself a massive favour. Survivor Series, a great event. And of course, Maz, we now head towards the Elimination Chamber later this month, just 4 short weeks away.
Yep, which 6 men are going to get in the Elimination Chamber and vie for the title from Raw and SmackDown.
Yep, 2 big Elimination Chamber matches coming up in just a few short weeks. Of course, we will be building up to that over the next few weeks here on Raw and, of course, on SmackDown. Elimination Chamber coming up as your next pay-per-view from NSW. And, whoa, what's this?
Well, it looks like the Groovy One's leaving to go party. I don't see Mike with him.
Well, oh my goodness me, the tension between them two continues. We will have to hopefully find out some more next week. Coming up though, what about this? Marcus Van Patrick MVP against the man pinned for the first time in NSW last night, Brody Lee.
Yep, a lot of people were shocked at that big loss, but we'll have to see if he can get back on the track here.
Ladies and gentlemen, making his way to the ring first, he is MVP Marcus Van Patrick.
Yeah, Marcus Van Patrick won a Fatal 4-Way last week and claimed the right to be #1 contender to go up against Sean Bethrick for his United States title.
Yeah, remember that, guys. MVP has a future United States title shot, so really, will Sean Bethrick, of course, is going to come out with Brody Lee. I'm sure we'll be hoping Brody Lee can soften up MVP into the case where, when it comes to the title match, he's ineffective.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Maybe MVP will be the one to give Brody his first single loss in NSW.
And of course, guys, if you are in the NSW, keep voting. Keep telling us who you think you're going to win. We have this and our main event to come. You don't want to miss out. MVP ready for action here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, his opponent being accompanied to the ring by the US champion Hollywood, Sean Bethrick. He is Big Bad Brody Lee.
Yeah, we saw Brody Lee come in at House of Fire last night. Giovanni was able to pick up the victory. I think there was a lot of shenanigans on the outside due to Juan being out there, and it really spelled the end for Brody Lee in that matchup. But we'll have to see if he's ready for this match here tonight against MVP. Well,
Brody Lee, if he wasn't angry enough for him to have been pinned last night, well, I think MVP might be in a lot of trouble here. Coming up next, MVP Brody Lee. It's next on Raw tonight. Okay, Maz, who are you going for in this one?
I'm gonna have to go with Brody Lee, even though he suffered a loss last night. I think it was just a matter of time that it was going to happen, but I don't think in singles competition anyone can really match the power and strength of Brody Lee.
Well, 68.4% of the NSW up agree with you, but look at this, MVP taking it to Brody Lee here.
Yeah, MVP's not one to shy away from competition. He'll stand up with the big and the best of them, but I don't know. He may have met his match here.
Look at this, off the ropes. Nice kick, and then the nice neck breaker. And of course, maybe Brody Lee may be too angry after last night, after being pinned. Could he be pinned here again? No, just a 1. And well, MVP's just got to stay on him, Maz.
Yeah, he's definitely doing what he needs to right now and really keeping the big man off his game.
Look at this, though. Into the ropes. Oh, the big boot! Oh my goodness me, that could have knocked a few teeth out. And oh my goodness me. Is it over already? Oh, good night. Big jackknife. Powerbomb. And, well, look at Sean Bethwick. Sean Bethwick's over the moon. MVP. No, MVP. I think Brody just said no. In fact, let's do some more damage.
Yeah, I think you might want to hit him with a couple more of those power bombs just to send a message.
Yeah, and of course, what do you make of this Brody Lee, Sean Bethwick sort of friendship that's just happened?
Well, I know when I heard when Brody Lee first came in here, Sean Bethwick was one of the first guys he started to talk to, and they seemed to kind of hit it off. And as we can see, there's been kind of a friendship building with them teaming up, and definitely Brody watching Sean's back.
Look at this now, though. Oh, what a kick! Sort of like a Pele kick. And MVP rocking here.
Yeah, right between the eyes. Might have busted his nose. I don't know.
And look out! I think that just angered him even more. Sean Bethwick giving him instructions saying, look, end this. And I think he just has. No! What? MVP still in this match. What determination from MVP.
It could be called determination or maybe even stupidity to want to stay in this match after taking those two big power bombs like that.
My goodness me, Brody Lee has hit MVP with everything. Maybe, just maybe, MVP saying, look, proving to Sean Bethwick that the title could be in danger. Oh, not a third, come on! Third jackknife powerbomb. And I think
that's got to be it.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to stick a fork in him. I think he's done.
I think you're gonna have to scrape him off the ring apron. That is it. Brody Lee, what a win.
Brody's still showing that he is one of the dominant big men here in NSW, and if this guy ever decides to go for a title, I'd hate to be that champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this match, Brody Lee.
Well, hopefully MVP will learn a little bit from this match and maybe can use it to take down Sean Bethwick and maybe capture that United States title.
Well, we will have to find out in the weeks to come. But tonight, Brody Lee victorious. And Rosie fell, of course. And what the hell is he doing here? What is Travis Kever doing on Raw?
Well, it seems maybe he's looking to step up in management.
Well, yeah, he says that he's looking for Rosie Fell to become his first client.
Well, hopefully Rosie watched some of NXT previous episodes and knows what kind of, I guess, rat Travis Kever could be.
Well, Rosie, of course, suffering a defeat in a non-title match earlier on tonight. But she says she's interested, but just doesn't want to make a decision at this moment.
We'll have to see. Maybe Travis has found a new management.
Yeah,
position.
Is Travis Kever trying to get his way onto Raw, Maz? You've got to think it could happen.
And he could definitely make a big splash by coming in to manage the women's champion and Rosie Fell.
My goodness me. Well, Maz, it is almost time for our tag team main event. This should be good.
Yep, hopefully this will stay a tag team match and we won't have to get too many people out here to break all these guys up.
Yep, coming up next, it is your main event of Raw for this week as the World Heavyweight Champion Kurt Angle teams up with Sheamus against the Apex Predator Randy Orton and the former champ Ryan Fox. Ladies and gentlemen, making his way to the ring first, he is the Apex Predator, Randy Orton.
I know Orton's been seething since coming in here. Definitely looking to make a claim for that title.
You have to think, Orton would have been looking on last night, just cannot wait to get his hands on Kurt Angle.
And you gotta wonder how much can he really trust Ryan Fox after what we've seen transpire between the two of them. And hopefully they can get on the same page because they're gonna have a lot to handle with Kurt Angle and Sheamus.
Randy Orton making his way down to ringside. And you've got to think, Maz, what a tag match. These four men, you know, do not like each other. And this, it could just explode at any time.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Hopefully everything, cooler heads will kind of prevail in this matchup, and we'll get to see a good tag team match. If not, it could be all out chaos.
Orton ready for action here tonight. And ladies and gentlemen, his tag team partner from the Disney Alliance, Ryan Fox.
I hear Ryan Fox is definitely not happy after last night's major upset from what he's considering it to be. Kurt Angle coming in there winning the title.
Well, you have to think Fox is not a happy man after Angle upset the odds by winning the title last night. But if you know, if anybody, Maz, can bounce back, well, you have to say it is Ryan Fox.
He is a former two-time champion now, and I'm sure he wants to make it a three-time champion run this year in season 3.
Well, Fox, of course, will be hoping again to get the title back one day, maybe even the Elimination Chamber, which is in a few short weeks. But your three-time champion Ryan Fox, without the gold, just doesn't look the same if you're a Disney Alliance fan.
Can't wait to see what the Fox says in this match. Hopefully it'll be something amazing for us to see.
Ryan Fox trying to get himself ready for this one, as it is time for the main event. And ladies and gentlemen, making his way to the ring, he is the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus!
Yep, Sheamus has definitely been looking to get a title shot somewhere down the line. Hopefully, maybe him and Kurt Angle will work out a time and place, and we'll get to see them two get it on.
But you have to think, though, Maz, at this moment in time, would you not think the Elimination Chamber, which is only a few short weeks away, you have to think Kurt Angle is going to be at such a disadvantage in that match?
Well, you never know. I mean, Kurt Angle has battled back through a lot, so we'll have to see if he can find a way to pick up the victory there.
Sheamus ready to go. We are waiting one more man. He is your new World Heavyweight Champion, Kurt Angle!
A lot of people were shocked seeing Kurt Angle pick up the victory last night, but he is a former Olympic champion, and now he is a World Heavyweight Champion here at NSW.
Maz, you have to say, last night was the biggest night in Kurt Angle's career here in NSW. He now has that world title around his waist. You now know that Kurt Angle means business here in NSW.
Yep, and I think it's a great job that Raw got that pick to pick up Kurt Angle, because I think he's going to take this championship gold to new heights here in NSW.
Completely agree with that. Kurt Angle making his way down to ringside. And here we go then, Maz. For the final time tonight, who do you think is going to win this one?
I think I'm going to go with Kurt and Sheamus. I think after the big win Kurt pulled off, and how hungry Sheamus is, they're just going to be two unstoppable guys out there, and I don't know if Randy and Ryan Fox can find a way to get on the same page.
Well, for the final time tonight, Sheamus and Angle 53.1%, Orton and Fox 46.9%. So the NSW are quite mixed in that department. Maz, you've got to think which one of these two teams will act as a team, which will be probably the key to victory here.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Hopefully Sheamus and Kurt can work really good, and they'll get the big victory, and then maybe if Sheamus gets the win, he'll want to challenge Kurt for that title.
Look at this here. Angle. Look at this Angle going after Randy Orton. No, maybe Randy Orton moving out the way. But now, not that time. Angle taking him down. But of course, that leaves Ryan Fox with a chance. And hits a lovely German suplex on Kurt Angle.
Yeah, Angle needs to keep his eye on Ryan Fox because at any time Fox can look to roll you up and get that quick victory.
And look at yeah, Fox, you know, is going to be in determined mood here. He is seething after losing the title last night. And, well, Angle on the role of his life here in NSW. Coming over in the draft and picking up the title last night at Survivor Series. And, of course, Maz, as we were talking about the Elimination Chamber coming up in a few weeks, you've got to think all these 4 men in the ring will hope to... Well, we know Kurt Angle will be. The other 3 men will be hoping to be in that match.
Yeah, hopefully we'll get to see 4 of these guys in that match, along with 2 other guys, and just these 4 guys alone is definitely star power enough for that match to be off the charts.
And you've got a feeling, Maz, these 4 men could dominate the main event scene for Raw for the whole of season 3, as Sheamus looking to get the win here, but Orton breaking it up.
Yeah, well, these guys have all been in the hunt for the title in past 4 months now, or 2 months. We'll have to see if that continues on and see who else may join into the fray here. And
anyone! Even a former champion can do a Russian leg sweep.
And Ryan Fox is staying on top of Sheamus here.
And he's got him! He's got into that suplex pin! Is that enough to put away Sheamus? No! Sheamus kicking out of the counter too, and Orton doing the best to stop Angle, and now into the submission.
Yeah, this is breaking down, like I said, these 4 guys really went at each other.
And the bro kick! Out of nowhere! Sheamus hits the bro kick! Cover! Is that enough? Sheamus picks up the win!
Wow, what an insane night of action here in NSW, and what a way to cap it off with this big main event.
What a bro kick! Nearly knocking out Ryan Fox. A terrible 24 hours for the former champ. Ladies and gentlemen, your winners of the main event, Sheamus, and your World Heavyweight Champion, Kurt Angle.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Maybe Fox would find a way to get back up after that, but it's going to be a painful night for him, I think, and great win for Kurt and Sheamus.
Brilliant win for them. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for watching NSW Raw. Maz, another insane night, and now we move forward to next week.
Yep, can't wait to see what happens on next week's matchups, and what a great night it was tonight. Can't wait to see what happens Thursday, too. Have a great night, fans.
Yeah, that is it, ladies and gentlemen. We now look forward to main event. Make sure you join us for that. Until then, from Dave Easton, Mazz Freeway, goodbye for now.